instead of the expedited process you've been given lately.
Yeah, but again, all 19 defendants, including the former president, now are facing these charges, indicted on Georgia's RICO statute and much more. We're going to continue our coverage here on Atlanta News First, Atlanta News First Plus, AtlantaNewsFirst.com. Download our free mobile news app to get alerts sent to your phone.
So that the great physician will heal, and then by our obedience beyond that, we are maintaining. Okay, this is an ad or something going on here. That was apparently Trump's mugshot. I just showed you. There's his mugshot. They're showing his mugshot. Apparently, right?
Breaking right now at the top of the hour, a mugshot for the history buffs. Former President Donald Trump booked at the Fulton County Jail tonight.
The former president was arrested on charges related to illegal attempts to overturn the 2020 election.
It appears to be his mugshot.
Posting bond, defiant to the end.
Good evening, I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Rick Fulbaum. And we heard Mr. Trump, we heard from him just moments after he got out of that booking process, before he got back onto his airplane, heading back to New Jersey.
Oh, I gotta get the...
Never happened. You challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do the same thing, whether it's Hillary Clinton or Stacey Abrams or many others. When you have that great freedom to challenge, you have to be able to, otherwise you're going to have very dishonest elections. What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows
somebody out
I've
here.
Never had such support.
Who do I have? A little mongrel?
The other ones too. What they're doing is election interference. They're trying to interfere with an election. There's never been anything like it in our country before. This is their way of campaigning.
That was the former president again saying he did nothing wrong, and this evening history was made in the state of Georgia and across the country.
We are really watching events here that have no precedent. Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon live
turn
outside
this
the
up.
Fulton County Jail for us tonight. Doug.
Right. I mean, I think it would be safe to say that this is the highest profile mugshot.
Blessings to you, Thomasina and Christina.
45th president of the United
We had
States.
another live stream earlier with scripture on this, but we're just going to give you some live coverage.
In this afternoon post to his site Truth Social.
Yeah, Christina, you're probably right.
7:30. All told, the former president was in that facility for all of 30 minutes before popping out, getting in his motorcade.
Well, we'd love to hear from you on that, Christina.
At Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta. And of course, as we have noted many times, we have heard from law enforcement here in Fulton County.
Trying to get this off of here.
Would be treated just like anyone
Hold on a
else.
second.
Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that the entire process was the same as for any other detainee.
You saw his
Of
mugshot
course,
that they
would be a
put
much
out there.
longer process, hours in some cases, but the former president, of course, is who he is, and in many ways it was the same. He did get his mugshot taken. We know he was booked in process because we have that paperwork. And we've shown it to you throughout this afternoon.
There was the takeoff out of here.
Maybe we shouldn't be surprised that before leaving Atlanta, the former president got a word in to the cameras because, again, that is very much how he campaigns.
Blessings to you, Ace. I told you we'd be back if we found any new developments.
The cameras that are put in front
and that was his mugshot.
Get his message out there. He, in fact, skipped the GOP debate last night and instead did a one-on-one sit-down with former Fox News host Tucker
Looking
Carlson.
for my other light.
Some very similar things to what he said out at Hartsfield-Jackson today. Take another listen to another portion of that press conference he gave.
What has taken place here is a travesty of justice. We did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. And everybody knows it. I've never had such support.
Right, and so again, I think we expected an explosion out here. We thought maybe because Rudy Giuliani did it when turning himself in yesterday, the former president might come here and address cameras here at the jail facility. He instead waited until he got to the airport. But what comes next is what I think we can probably refer to as the paper battle. Lots of motions, lots of filings, lots of including
Thank you,
nitty-gritty
Christina. We
legal
will
court
pray
stuff
for you.
ahead of this proposed October 23rd start date for this trial. Everyone will be kind of man for
And pray about
themselves in
that.
this. Of these 19 defendants, of course, all looking to do see what they
19
can do
defendants,
to get
get
the
it?
best possible outcome
Haha,
here.
19,
Even Trump's new
9/11
attorney today, Steve Sadow,
on
hinted
October the
at a possible
23rd.
dismissal attempt of all of these charges, which he said his client is innocent on. We're live outside the Fulton County Jail tonight. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Doug. Atlanta News First, Tori Cooper, also live outside the Fulton County Jail.
That's
Tori, one of
supposedly his
Trump's
mugshot.
strongest supporters, Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, standing firm by the former president tonight.
That's right, Sean. Very predictable hearing from Marjorie Taylor Greene as she made her way out here to show her support for former President Donald Trump. She had a chance to answer some questions from the media. I was about this far away from her, and I asked her what she was doing here. She says, I'm here to support the former president. I also asked her what she thought about the latest court filing that Judge McAfee approved. And she says, I want to make sure that Fani Willis knows she's going to lose her job, and we are going to be conducting an investigation through the Judiciary Committee. She also went on to call this a shameful event. She also said that she was in constant communication with the former president, and she says that the former president told her today that he was outraged by what's happening here in Fulton County. Take a listen to what else she told us.
I'm in constant communication with him. I support President Trump. I just came from the Republican debate in Milwaukee last night. Landed here this morning. The reason why I'm here is because this is my home state. I was born and raised in the state of Georgia, and I'm here as a Georgian. I'm also here as a member of Congress. We're going to be standing up against the weaponized government, and we're launching an investigation into Fani Willis through the Judiciary Committee.
I'm going to turn
now,
the
Marjorie
volume
Taylor Greene
down.
was not the only person who showed up here. I also had a chance to speak with former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, and I just asked her reaction to what's happening today, and she said this is really
turn the volume
just
down.
a sad day.
I'm going to turn the volume down, and I'm going to just kind of put it on here. I need to get this where it can be full screen. Boom. Okay, we're back on. We're back on, and we just got Trump's mugshot as it has been reported. Yes, we are homeless and we are tenters. Want to make an appeal to you. If you can go to the About section of the channel to pray and consider whether or not you can help out the channel. We need around $125 to renew 2 $55 AT&T phone plans for the month. We do not have it. If you're able. If you're not, we just won't be able to run live streams. We'll just have to go to Wi-Fi's and upload and download until we can get that phone plan back up. One of the 2 phone plans would keep us both going too, as far as we don't use 25 gigs a hotspot. So that's just a consideration. I need to put the PayPal link in the description below or whatever. And Cash App or whatever there is. But wanted to make an appeal for that. No, nobody needs to be forgiven for anything. You didn't know anything, and not everybody has the ability. But I'm going to put it back on the volume. I'm going to make an appeal that if anybody can do that, go to the About section of the channel for the links and the email, and email me before you give to confirm the link is correct. After tomorrow night, our plan is off. After tomorrow night.
Whatever showed that's been produced. County leaders say they're moving forward with plans to build a new jail, a $1.68 billion investment. For Erin, who has 2 clients inside right now, she knows 36% of inmates are unindicted, meaning they're still waiting formal charges, unlike the former president and the other defendants being processed quickly.
I'm not asking for things to be harder on them. I'm asking for things to be easier on our clients that are often forgotten.
You saw his mugshot earlier.
Let's turn now to Atlanta News First Chief Investigator Brendan Keefe. quite a day, Brendan, and the day started with a flurry of motions. First of all, the former president hiring a new attorney. We learned that today. And then there were a flurry of motions about when the trial should take place, what is going to happen next. What were the main takeaways?
Yeah, I mean, I think there were a lot of surprises, Rick. I mean, just like last time, we knew there were indictments, but for 3 hours, we had no idea of what was coming next. We didn't know what the indictments were. And we roll with the punches here, right? And we're doing that now here again today. So just recapping just what's happened today, as you mentioned, we have a change in the lead counsel here in Georgia for Donald Trump. We have an emergency filing just coming yesterday from Kenneth Chesebro, asking basically for a speedy trial, which is 60 days. And everyone's like, whoa, he's basically freezing the kicker when it comes to the district attorney. Hey, the district attorney is, she can't bring this to trial in 60 days. And then what happens? Bonnie Willis files a motion saying, okay, we're ready. We're not just ready to try Kenneth Chesebro. We're ready to try all 19 co-defendants simultaneously on October 23rd. That's 60 days away. And so the judge, I'm actually holding the order in my hand right now. The judge says, okay, the judge signs it just for Kenneth Chesebro right now, but that would require another order severing the cases. But essentially, we have the first trial. I mean, I'm looking at the schedule right now, and it says arraignment September 6th. It says discovery, that's essentially sharing of evidence, September 20th. Motion, September 27th. Pretrial conference, September 29th. And trial, that's picking a jury right here, October 23rd. So we're going to have, unless something changes radically, at least one of these defendants going to trial in just 60 days. Extraordinary.
Okay, well, it's great to hear about Kenneth Chesebro, but the headliner here is the former president. When is he going to show up?
Hallelujah to that, Thomasina.
Yeah, right. And if you're wondering who Kenneth Chesebro is, he is accused of being involved in that sort of fake elector or alternate elector plot. But the big question is, when is Donald Trump the one who's accused of being the mastermind of this criminal enterprise, according to the indictment? When is he going to go to trial? He is going to try to push this as far as possible. How do we know? He's already done it in his federal cases. He wants all of these trials to take place after the November 2024 election. So now we have these competing things happening at the same time. And what's going to happen is he's going to have a motion to sever. It's almost guaranteed. He's also probably going to have a motion like Meadows in federal court.
Think about that for a moment.
Transferred over to federal court. And so there's a lot more motions coming. Delay is the friend of someone who is trying to defend charges like this, unless you're trying to freeze the kicker like Chesebro did.
Brendan Keefe, our chief investigator. Brendan, thank you very much.
Atlanta News 4.
All right, now you understand he wants to delay this until after the election, and they want to put him into a speedy trial. Think about that for a moment. Yeah, do the best you can, everybody. By the way, if you don't know and you're not aware, lockdowns are scheduled to return middle of September, according to many inside sources. The dollar is going to collapse probably about the time of the trial, when they get it started, maybe even before. You've got the compilation of all the events, all the hurricanes that could be coming during this time. You've heard about the hurricanes, a lot of the other things you've heard about. We're in the end times. I wanted this live stream to be shorter because we already ran one earlier for many of you who were not here. But all the hurricanes that are happening, what happened in Maui, what happened in the Hurricane Hillary in Southern California and Arizona, and the damage it did, the compilation of all the weather, and they're coming back because these politicians are desperate. I got to be careful what I say on YouTube, but what I can tell you is the lockdowns are going to return. They're going to start out probably with employees, and they're going to probably move over to getting more and more people in, this right here. I want to get everybody back into these. And I'm going to tell you not to submit, to hold your ground in Jesus Christ, and be willing to be shut out of everything if for the sake of your own salvation of your eternal soul. I'm sorry to tell you this. If you were not aware of. But Christina, this might have been what you needed to hear today, and many of you others. Pray for each other. I may only have 1 or 2 months of phone service left. I may be shut out of places where I can even charge. I don't know. I'm not going to have anywhere to stay. I'm not going to panic. I'm in Northeast Pennsylvania, and so we may get shut out of stuff too. We may have nowhere to go. We may have to be in the wilderness, and you know, if all this stuff we start getting shut out, we're going to go to the wilderness, and they're not going to get us. We're ready for that. We're already thinking about it and praying about it. If you love this world so much that you'd rather hold on to it, you want to live in this Orwellian nightmare, and you want to take the mark of the beast, you will deserve hell. You will deserve hell. If you want to vote on either side of the spectrum, for Democrat or Republican, the next vote will require you to take that mark of the beast. Yeah, sister, we're far away from Georgia. We're in Northeast Pennsylvania. You don't want to take the digital currency. You don't want to take any more harms in the arm. You know what I mean by harm in the arm. It's better to go to the guillotine than to go on in this shitty world. How else can I say it right now? Blessings to you, Jim. We're going to end up pretty close to you again, Jim. Get your vehicle started and ready to go to come get us, if you're able to, because we're going to get close to where you're at, we believe. We met Jim in Harrisonburg one time, maybe a couple times, and then we got chased out of the town. Jim has a video about how the helicopters came to chop his tree down off his property from the helicopter, suspended in the midair. It's all bizarre about the targeting. I didn't expect to run this late night stream, but blessings to some of you who just came on for now. We're glad you're here. If you have PayPal and you can help out with next month's phone service, it might be the very last month we have. If you're able to do it, go to the About section of the channel. Email me in the About section. My email's in there. Contact me before you do it. After tomorrow night, we have no phone service, and you'll have to contact us by email. Contact us before clicking and contributing, because I suspect that a Southern Baptist pastor has been using my information and an alternate link to direct people over to him and steal contributions I've probably gotten and not known about. I'm not sure about that yet, but he is doing this to people. Right? Go to the Mechanics channel. He's got some information about targeted individuals. He's got some personal testimonies and experience about, he's got some visual proof about what the government has done to his property and what the sheriffs of Rockingham County are done to him. And I was in Rockingham County, and everything he told me checks 100%. All right, so, you know, we're out here when we're not desperate. We sleep out here and we don't care. Jim has met us. He knows a little bit about us. We're not afraid. We'll try to go put the PayPal and Cash App links, preferably PayPal, because that's the card that the phone plans are on. And, you know, like I said, yeah, that's right, Thomasina. That's correct. All right. We're not going to stay long tonight, like we already were on earlier. We just want to give you that special coverage of Trump's mugshot, as we promised, and talk a little bit more. We talked about Jeremiah 44 tonight in the earlier live stream, and we talked about some other scriptures. So, blessings to you, Lila. So if anybody has PayPal or Cash App, I'm going to put preferably PayPal to give us another month phone service. That'll get us another month phone service. About $125 will do it for both of us. But we have other needs too, if you're able to. Dollar collapse coming. Disasters, hurricanes, hurriquakes coming. Martial law coming. All the other things are coming. Are you ready? We're going to trust the Lord with or without. After tomorrow night, our phone plans will run out, and we'll need a new phone plan for both of us. If you're able to, if you can't do anything else, just pray. That's it. Just pray. Don't feel guilty if you're not able. Just pray. And if we're not off for good, we just won't be able to do live streams. We're just going to have to turn back to being offline and posting at Wi-Fi spots and stuff until that happens. There may be some other things we need, maybe a solar charger, who knows. We had one before and it pooped out. So, but anyway, we're going to end the live stream. Thank you for coming in, Lila. We just showed Trump's mugshot. You'll have to go back to the beginning of the video, and we're going to shut it down for the night so everybody else here can have a good night's sleep. Thank you very much, and I can maybe run some footage while I'm quiet and let you see some more of this coverage from one of the outlets.
Brought you live coverage from the moment the former president touched down here in Atlanta. There is so much more to come as we count down to the deadline for everyone to turn themselves in. Download the Atlanta News First app now. You'll get notifications sent to your smartphone as this develops.
All right. Well, we know it's been a very busy day, but we do want to talk about the weather because talk about history. We're going to have some triple-digit feels like temperatures in our forecast. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Patrick P.
Okay, the weather's another issue.
Outside right now. Wait until we head through the next couple of days. Those 2 points.
Okay, well, we're going to probably call it. Sorry some of you came in late. We already had a live stream earlier. Tomorrow night our phone plan ends. We need to see if we can get one or two of us back up by the end of tomorrow night. I'll go back to the 2 videos from tonight and put the PayPal and the Cash App so that we can get it back on auto pay and get the $55 and save $10 each. Thank you very much, and just pray for each other. Thank you for coming on, Lila. Blessings to you, and we're going to watch the earlier stream. We're going to try to come on tomorrow night. There's something I want to run. Blessings to you. Shalom from Northeast Pennsylvania. Signing out.